Howdy folks. Today I'm going to try to be building a tracking pixel system. And you might kind of wonder, what is a tracking pixel? Well, a tracking pixel is basically an image that you can embed in an email or website or some other thing. And the idea there is when the user actually loads the image, either they load the image from a special code or we get various telemetry data from the request that we can figure out who opened the image. This is used for tracking marketing emails. Like Facebook had a tracking pixel, it was quite famous for a while. There's going to be a twist though. While I'm building this, I'm going to have this little code restrictions going on here. And what this is as soon as I start it, every 30 seconds, it'll pick a random thing that I am not allowed to do for the next 30 seconds. I think this should be interesting. Let's get started. All right, so I'm going to start this off. I cannot use ES6 syntax or methods. Okay, that's fine for now, I think, because I'm just going to be doing setup, and PNPM is not ES6. All right, so what I want to start with Express. Oops. I want my database module. Do we need anything else? Let's just start with that for now. Okay, and you can see it counts down pretty fast. What are we going to get next? Must reverse normal order of conditionals. Okay, that's going to be a hard one to remember. Let's create our server. Import. Oops. I'm really glad that that other one is done. App equals express. Okay, because I wouldn't be able to use const. Sure, let's use express. You know what? Actually, I'm going to turn off. I feel like where is it? I feel like tab 9 is just going to mess me up here. Because if I'm running it, oh no, using the dot operator. Okay. Yeah, I think tab 9 is just going to mess me up. Oh, so now I want to say app.listen, but I can't. So I actually have to do it like this. I can still do it. Like there's workarounds around it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I forgot to create the port. Process. Oh my God. Port. Or 8080. Okay, no async await. Okay. So then that's okay for now. Oh, I can do the dot now. Okay. Listening. I'm gonna have some terrible stuff here. I can already tell. Okay. Let's just make sure that starts. Let's add in. Okay. Oh God, what's gonna be next? Start. Node server. Okay, that's fine. This one is okay. I don't mind this. Yeah, oh, app has already been declared. What? Oh, right. Because this actually should just be express. Okay, I haven't done any condition. Basically, this means if I would have I less than 5, I actually need to do 5 greater than I is what this means. Okay, so that is listening. Okay, so let's get our routes. Okay, I kind of want to wait to see what comes up next, just in case I'm in the middle of type. No async await. Okay, let's see. What is? Oh God, what is it? It's the route. What is this thing called? Oops, equals requires. I'm just gonna see. Express. I feel like 30 seconds might be too short. It is router, okay. So const route main route equals new variable names can only be 2 characters. Oh, I'm glad I just typed that one. Okay. Module exports equals main route. Okay, let's do the next one then. Let's go with let's call this tracker. And then, okay, so now I have to do const. You know what? I'm actually going to say router as that just to make it good. Because that's the only way I can really do that. No new functions. Okay, I think I'm okay. Oh, you know what? I actually need to do a colon there. No new functions is fine. Tracker routes equals new row. This is already so ridiculous. Tracker routes. Okay. And then I actually want my models. Okay. DB. So I actually have to initialize the database. New variable name is going to be 2 characters. Okay, so that means I need to import the connection. Equals require. And then, oh, functions. Are functions variables? I'm going to say functions count as variables. This is my init function. I'm going to put an async on that right now. Every new line must have a comment. Oh God. Okay. Create new connection from MySQL. Connection equals await co dot MySQL connection. I really do want to put these on new lines, so I'm going to say the host from process env, process.env.db host, username from process. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, and this is not technically a new variable name because I'm having to add the value to the object, and also if I don't add the object this way, it's not going to work. So I'm just going to move forward with this. Username, password, process.env.pass, db password. What is it? Database. Every new line must have a comment. Okay, well, I already started this line. env.db database. Okay, so here, this one, set default connection. Set default connection to the MySQL connection. What are you complaining about here? In is reserved word. Okay, you know what? That's actually reasonable. I'm going to call it st for start. Okay, exports equals st. Actually, no, that needs to be here. Okay, so let's make our tracker model. So const model. This is okay because there's no, like this you wouldn't need to make this in the snake case. Okay, so my tracker model equals model.create. No using the dot operator. Oh, that might be a little nasty. Table. This is going to be the tracker table. Fields. Type is going to be field type string, because I can't use the dot. Oh, actually, I need the name. What is going to be the name of this? I want to call this the actual, like the ID. Well, UUID, because the ID is actually going to be a numeric one. No async await. I think I'm okay with that so far. Oh, this should actually be. Okay, so the UUID, I want to actually have a field. I want to set it to a length. The UUIDs are actually kind of set to 50. The tracker, and then I kind of want to just have like a user ID. Oops. Name. Because I want, oh, okay. Every new line must have a comment. Great. The type of the user ID, which is going to be field type dot is it number int? I have to actually look up the documentation on this. My own module, I have to look up the documentation on it, and this is why. Okay, where is my field type? Field type. Oh, it is int. Okay. And then, oh, I don't actually need a length on this one. No async await. That's still okay, because I'm not doing any async await. Okay, so what else do I need in here? I think that's, do we need to track if the tracker was hit, right? So let's say tracker hit count. You know what? Maybe I actually want another table for that because I want to know maybe how many times someone hit the tracker. And then module.exports tracker model. So let's actually create another model then. Oh boy. Okay. This is not a variable, so I can name it something else. Tracker hit model. So const. This is model mo equals require. All right, const th mode dot. Oh, I could see this becoming problematic really, really fast. Tracker hit. All right, the fields for the table. Oh, oops, this actually is supposed to be here. This is going to be the tracker. That was hit. The field name tracker ID. I'm just going to keep using this because, you know, the type of the field. Okay, so now I got to use the stupid no dot operator again. I don't need a comma there. Type, field type, int. I think that's all we need because these tables by default have the created at on them, which means that we can actually use created at to figure that stuff out. Module exports th. All right. So let's go back to the database. We have to initialize these now. Import the tracker model. Const tracker. You know, I'm gonna acquire tracker. Not tracker hit. Tracker model. And import the tracker hit model. I feel like this could actually make me write better code. Okay, we'll pull that one in too. All right, and now we have to initialize them. Must reverse normal. Okay, that one, I actually haven't gotten to that one at all. That one's less useful. Await tracker model dot, I think it's init. And this is basically what creates the table and sets up all those fields. So now I need to actually, I want to pull this in here to initialize the database. Oh, let me actually export all these as well. Every new line must have a comment. You know what? I was already typing that line, so I think this will be okay, but I'll do this one. Import the database init function, which is named st because, you know, that was funny. Models db. So I actually want to wrap that. Call init database before starting app, which is important. Dot then. Okay. Oh, I cannot use any ES syntax. That's great because I'm just copy pasting right now. Okay. So now I need to actually, that should initialize. Let me just test it. Oh boy. Version, oh, I need to add the versions onto these. Oopsie. The table version. And that should be good. Let's try that again. Okay, and it probably won't connect now. Oh, field must be an object type. Oh, because I completely screwed this up. This actually, I think, is this, and then it actually becomes the object and doesn't have the name on it. You know, you live and learn. And this is going to be user ID. Cool. I think that will work, actually. And we got to do the same thing here. This is actually going to be here and track. Well, this is already snake case. So that's, you know what, I'm actually going to preserve that comment there, but I'm not going to preserve that one. Okay. At some point, I'm hoping it says I can't connect. Module not found. Count me my, oh yeah, well that makes sense. Okay. Install MySQL 2. And then I actually need .env as well. I should have done that. Because I need in here, no async await, that's okay. Require .env .config. And one thing I've learned with .env is if you're doing it in a directory that's not your top level, you really do need to put a path in here. And I'm just going to go up .env because otherwise it can't figure out what you're doing. Oh, PHP syntax. .env, okay. And we're going to db host, localhost, db, okay. This is not a conditional, so it should be okay here. password equals change me. Yes, I know. Great password. Don't hack me, please. Database equals tracker. And now I actually need to create that database. Database tracker. All right. And now let's make sure that it can connect. Okay, cool. So you can see it creates those tables now. Perfect. So now I need a way to create new trackers. Okay, so that is okay. Get route to create a new tracker. So this is gonna be tracker routes dot post. Okay, and then the method. Why am I getting a method in here? Oh yeah, because I actually do need this. Okay. No new functions, including closures. Okay, well, that's exactly what I was about to do, so I guess we're not doing that right now. Uh, oh, God. Well, shit. I'm not sure what else to do because that's what I need to do. Maybe I'll start building like a um, maybe I'll start building a very simple front end for this. Um, Front end. Okay, cool. So that's good. That is a little annoying though, because I was gonna make this async, but that's fine. So I want to do then. I need to pull my data out of here. What do we need for the tracker? It is the user ID basically. .body, and the rest of it we actually do need to install UUID so we can actually generate the new IDs. Must have, okay, that's fine. UID equals require UID, and new ID equals UID dot v4. I'm very partial to v4. I don't actually know what any of the other ones are. New tracker equals oh god, what did I call that? I actually called it the UID. Okay, tracker UID new ID and user ID. Ooh, okay. No ES6 syntax or methods. Okay, so now I actually need to pull in. This is going to be a var. Oh, and I can't do that either. Equals require models DB. And then I have to say tracker model equals database dot tracker model because spread operator is an ES6 thing. So then I can't await. Okay, cool. Create new tracker. Tracker equals await. Oh, you know what? I can't even await. Like it doesn't even make sense for me to await here because this is not even an async await thing. Okay, then I'm just gonna say tracker model.create. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. No, I don't want to create the. I should have done that. The CRUD APIs would have been a great idea. Tracker.then. I haven't done a new line. Let's see. New variable names. Okay. Okay, and then we're actually gonna say result.json re. Okay, so that would create us a new tracker. Do I need a way to get all the trackers? Maybe, yeah, maybe I should actually have routes.get. ID. Async regress. No, using the dot operator. Okay, so that's great. So that means I need to say const ID equals request. I feel like it's params. Okay, so then based on this, I actually want to be able to get the tracker data. Tracker equals tracker model. What is it? It's get. Okay, and it's get to get it by the specific ID. ID, okay. Async. Wait. Oh, so now I would have if null equals tracker. See, I have to reverse the order. Res.status 404 dot JSON. Let's do JSON. Error. I'll put an error. Can't find. Gosh. Can't find tracker. Okay, new variable, that's fine, because I already have that. So now what I want is, I want to get the hits. Okay, const. Great. Great. Okay, this is great. I really fully understand what I'm doing here. What is it? Search. And I want to get where the tracker ID is, tracker.id. Okay. That should be okay. I think it should be all right. So I really wanted to do a spread there, but that's okay. Tracker dot hits equals th dot length, I think. Let's do that. And then res dot status 200 dot JSON. Oh, yeah, I have to do it that way because I can't use the. Okay, all variables must be snake case. That's great. So now I have the post and the get. Let's hook that up. Const tracker routes equals require tracker, and I actually want to put this up here. And main route dot use tracker routes. Okay, now let's pull that into our server. Routes equals require routes dot. Okay, no async await. That's all right. That's just that. Okay. App.use routes. You know what? I want to put these under actually API, I think. Because, so I want to get an API route in here. Because these are APIs. Const router require express. This timer's making me very nervous. No new functions. Okay, I don't need to do any new functions. That's all right. Main router equals new router. That is calling the function. It's not creating a new one. API. Oh, this is actually the API router. And I'm actually going to take this and put that in here because this is actually where I want this. Main route. And put it here. This is not a closure, so it should be okay. Router use tracker routes, module to exports, API router. Okay, and now I'm just going to change this one now to API routes. API, and then this is main route.use API routes. So that means now that I can go to API tracker to create stuff. Okay. Does this start up? Okay, cool. That connecting again is just from the database saying, hey, I'm connecting here. Okay. Let's do an insomnia check on this. I'll just let this thing. Why is it verifying insomnia? All right, so I went ahead and I created a couple of these APIs ahead of time because that's not the interesting part of this video. So let's see if I post, I've got my body with user ID, and this is a server error. Oh boy, request.body is not a function. Okay, that's exciting. Request.body is not a function. I should be using, oops, that covered up the restrictions. I am using express.json. So this is in the route, tracker route. Request, oh, it's not, it shouldn't be a function, yeah. All right, let's try that again. Not that, that's OBS, I want insomnia. Okay, cool, so it gives me 1 because that's the resulting one. So now if I pop that in here, okay, I get the tracker data, and what I should do, I notice I'm not getting hits. I want hits equals th.length. Oh, you know what? This actually should be an await. That's why. Okay. 0 hits. Okay, that's what I expect. Now, what I need is actually a link for someone to hit. So the idea is, let's put our readme, not MDS. That's not a helpful thing. Someone would hit this like this. It would be localhost 8080 tracker slash blah, 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 blah. That's not great UUID, right? This would then return an image. Because the idea is you're actually loading an image, and that the browser doesn't get an image, it's going to complain, and then people are going to get pissed off. The reason we do call it a tracking pixel, though, is because, let's actually do assets, because it is actually a single pixel. So I'm going to go ahead and create that real quick. Okay, now if we look at this pixel, it's like, it's actually invisible too. You may make it a transparent pixel, but it is a valid image, right? Okay, so now we need the actual route. So if I put here tracker, I'm just going to put route.use tracker recres, because arrow functions are ES6 and I can't use that right now. Var, oh, you know what? I need the actual UID. Oh, that's also would be one. Okay, so I can just use that then. It's the const now. UUID equals rec.params. Okay, so now what we got to do is we actually have to look up that particular element by UUID, which means we need our tracker model. Models DB. And then I can't do async wait for just a second. And okay, oh, I don't like that. Await tracker model. Oh, I can't even await it anyway because I'm not an async function. Okay. Dot search. This is going to be the UUID. We're searching by that. Dot then. And this is going to be the result. Okay, so then what do I want to do? I want to actually, okay, we got that tracker UID. Then we need to actually insert into tracker hit model. Async await tracker hit model dot create. No. Oh, it must be insert. See, I could have actually used the create CRUD APIs, but that feature is not actually ready yet. So this is going to be the ID, the tracker ID is going to be re.id. And then I think, was that it? Was that the only thing on the tracker hit? It was. Okay. So that is basically that. And so that's like, okay, we hit this. But then, now that we've done that, we actually do need to send the image back. And I'm going to look up how to do that real quick. Okay, so basically we just use the res.send file, which means I need to actually get probably my path in here. Oh, path module. Path equals require path. Okay, new variable. Okay, great. That's going to be just IP for image path dot resolve. Gosh, I keep using. This is actually should be 2 dots because we need to go up one, and then assets pixel.png, and then we need to use res.send file IP. I think that will work. Let's give it a try. So what I want to do is I want to actually pull over a browser window here. And I'm actually going to go to, I need to get the actual UUID of the pixel that we want to use, which is going to be this one. Okay, and then, okay, well that gave me an error. What is that? Oh, that whole thing just crashed. Insert in a tracker eyes with a bind of, God, undefined bind. What the hell? So this is when I was trying to do this insert here. And it's saying, I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know what this ID is. Okay. You know what? Crap, I need to do a console log. Oh, God, where am I? Here we go. Log. RE. Okay, because I need to see what that actually looks like at that point. Okay. Let's see, what did we get? Oh, this is after the error actually happened. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool. I'm still recording this, right? My monumental failure, everything. Okay, okay, so there it is. Oh, that's why, because it's a frickin' thing. If array.length equals 0, you know what? I'm just gonna send the pixel normally. If there's not like actually an RE, but then, oh, this needs to actually be 0. There we go. All right, let's give that a try now. Okay, and that's about what I would expect, right? Like that is actually kind of the image that I should be getting back, because it's like this very, that, yeah, you can see there's the image right there. And express duplicate deprecated res.send. Oh, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Gosh. Okay, so now let's actually see if that worked. So if we get this again, now you can see it has hits of 1. And so basically what you do now is you would just create every single one of these. Like I know that this particular one now belongs to this user ID, so maybe I could actually look up, let's make another API for like if I hit that specific user maybe. JS user, I don't actually have, what is this, router. I don't actually have a user table on here, but that should be okay, because I'm just going to kind of fake it. And const, dot, this is get, and this is going to be ID, I think, request response, and that's okay. And ID equals request dot params, and then, oh, I need to actually get the tracking pixels too. Actually, that'd be interesting. What would be the useful thing here? I guess the useful thing here would be to get all of the various tracking pixels for that user, maybe. So then you could see if any of them got hit. So let's do that. Oh boy. Tracker model require. I can use dots here. That is not the dot operator, so that is okay. Const models. Oops. Trackers equals await tracker model search, and this is going to be user ID, and then res dot status 200 dot, what am I doing? JSON trackers. Oh, you know what? Actually, I kind of want to do this instead. Trackers dot map tracker tracker dot UUID, or maybe just ID. Wait, are we able to get about the, yeah, I think the ID. Oh, wow, got that done just in time. Okay, so let's see now. If I actually go here and I go to request, I'm going to create a new route for this in Insomnia. All right, so now I have this get user, which I haven't actually hooked up to anything yet. Okay, so let's go to the API here. Wow, funny, I had the same snake case the last time I did this. Who would have thought? Use user routes. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Oh god, that broke. Router use typically has a middleware function. We got an object because I forgot to export. Ports equals row. So I have great names. Just great. Okay, so now you could say I have trackers of 1, which then I can actually come in here, get tracker 1, and get the hits. It's not the most amazing thing ever, but you know, it'll do. All right, so basically I think that's that. We've got our tracker model. We've got the ability for someone to actually hit. So the idea here, I'll show you actually a sample page of this, right? So we get our page here, and you could do this here as well. And yeah, so you just have like maybe a H2 welcome to cool page. And then if I open this up, You can see welcome to cool page, and you don't see that anywhere. Like that tracking pixel does not exist anywhere. But if I go here, you can see it got hit again. And so every time I go to this particular page, it's going to register a hit. And the beauty of that is I can actually now embed that image in an email, right? Because the user just has to open the email and the image has to be downloaded. And that's really all it is to get this. And this is why. And when this happens, actually, you also get their IP address. You get a bunch of other things because you are hosting the image. So yeah, that's how you build a tracking pixel. The code restrictions, I think I enjoyed this. I think I might make them a little bit longer, and I might get rid of a couple of these because some of these are not very useful. Definitely, if you have ideas for other restrictions I could put on future projects, leave a comment. Have a good one, folks. Take care.